तेरे कवन कवन गुण कह कह गावा, तू साहिब गुनी निधाना। तुमरी महिमा बरन न साको, तू ठाकुर ऊच भगवाना। तुमरी महिमा बरन न साको, तू ठाकुर ऊच भगवाना। धन धन सतगुरु श्री गुरु ग्रंथ साहिब जी महाराज जी की साधी निवाजी गुरु खालसा साध संगत जीओ। वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह। सतगुरु महाराज जी ने खुशियाँ बख्शियाँ ने जो कल के दिन तो सतगुरु धन श्री गुरु ग्रंथ साहिब जी महाराज जी आप गुरबानी का श्री अखंड पाठ साहिब हो रहे हैं ਅਤੇ ਨਾਲ ही अखंड श्री जापजी साहिब के जाप हो रहे हैं। अज सब संगतां के बड़े भाग ने जो धन श्री दसम श्री गुरु ग्रंथ साहिब के अखंड पाठ सहज पाठ हो गए हैं। तो नाल ही इस तो बाद आप जी ने कीर्तन और कथा विचारा श्रवण किए हैं। So we were very fortunate that we've had the opportunity to listen to the Dasam Granth Sahib, Sri Dasam Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji talk today. And many of us have come from far and wide to ever pay our Sraddhanjali, pay our respects to Dhan Mata Gujar Kaur Ji, Dhan Mata Baba Sahib Singh Ji, Jorawar Singh Ji, Fateh Singh Ji, Dhan Baba Ajit Singh Ji, Bade Sahibzade. Naal hi Dhan Baba Thakur Singh Ji, who left us 9 years ago on the 24th of December. A lot of the Naujawan who are now helping to arrange this Barsi and these programs, and behind Seek to Inspire as well. The inspiration behind Seek to Inspire as a group of saints and group of sevadars wanting to do seva to propagate the word of Sikhi. That Torah of support, the person who motivated everyone and the one who supplies the energy to this day is Baba Thakur Singh Ji. So with great endurance and with love, with focus on their charan, and also Dhan Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, with whose vicinity we are sitting. Over the last few days, things have been given hukum to talk about comparison between Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj and Dasam Bani and other likhta as well. I haven't got the samartha to do that, but if you do kirpa and bakshish, then from using examples from the Gurithaas and some source that has fallen in my mind, and after discussions with Singhs and vichara with Singhs over the last few days as well, that I want to put some. I was thinking, what can I give to Babaji at this Barsi that I wasn't here from yesterday? And the only way that I could think of is I'd like to give a heart, and although I haven't got flowers to give him with, I would want to give him my thoughts about what Sikhi is and where you see prem in Guru Granth Sahib in Dasam Bani. I'm going to start with Guru Hargobind Ji Maharaj though. Satguru Sri Guru Hargobind Ji Maharaj. We all may have heard that Sakhi where they're on the way to Delhi. Aurangzeb has sent various messages to Guru Hargobind Ji Maharaj that you should give, we want to see your darshan, we want to see you. But doing Palana, focusing on the words and the bachan of Guru Hargobind Ji Maharaj and Guru Har Rai Sahib Ji Maharaj, those words were that don't give darshan to the Mughals. Satguru Guru Hargobind Ji Maharaj didn't deny darshan to Aurangzeb. He didn't go himself, he sent the bani of Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj in written form. And that bani, that pankti of kya khate, kya kate hoye, to what use is of you eating your lavish foods, and what use is it of you wearing lavish clothes, royal clothes. If Guru Hargobind Ji Maharaj Hilas Aurangzeb with his words at that time, which were Guru Nanak Dev Ji's words. In the same form, in the 10th form, through the Zafarnama, Hilas Aurangzeb in the same way. Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj is Zafarnama. You heard today probably in Bog. The Zafarnama comes towards the ends of Dasam Bani, and that was written by Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj. And in that, Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj says very similar things. He says stuff like, you're very honourable, you do this, you're quite a religious person. But we've got no iota of understanding of what God is because of your actions, where you kill people, destroy people. So, where Guru Hargobind Ji Maharaj, who's writing, isn't in Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, but he uses the example of Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj and passes that on to Aurangzeb at that time. In the 10th form, Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj is giving Zafarnama and writing that and becoming the reason for Aurangzeb's death at that time. There's one similarity. And Guru Hargobind Ji Maharaj in Panjokra Sahib, if anyone has had darshan of that place, Thakur Singh Maharaj, Mirkan, Baba Guru Hargobind Ji Maharaj at the age of 8 at that time, he was visited by Lal Chand. And Lal Chand was a Brahmin. He was Hankari as well. If we take on the thought process of the Brahmins at that time, to become a proper Brahmin who knew all the arts of the Vedas and stuff like that, you'd spend 12 years learning the Vyakar and the grammar, 12 years of learning the Padarth, learning the meanings of the words, and then 12 years doing prachar of it in such an extent, in Santya of their own texts and stuff like that, 36 years of Kalana to become a Brahmin Pandit. And then you brought that knowledge back with you and shared it amongst people, and you'd learn it in such a way that whatever language you had when you came to Benares to learn that knowledge, you'd even forget your own mother tongue. You'd be speaking a totally different language. Imagine, around the age of 30, this Lal Chand, Brahmin, possibly younger, comes to Guru Hargobind Ji Maharaj. And we know that story where Guru Hargobind Ji Maharaj, he questions Krishna, because Krishna Bhagavan in the time of Mahabharata, in ages before, had a conversation with Arjun. Arjun is standing there and he's wavering in the battlefield, in the middle of the battlefield. He's got weapons, he's the archer, he's the ace archer. Not only that, he's gone to Indra and he's got all the Shakti and all the secret weapons as well. He's got all the powers, yet he wavers on the battlefield. And he's thinking, I can't kill these people in front of me because they're related to me. And Arjun recites the Bhagavad Gita to him at that time. As they're reciting the sloka and stuff like that, what happens is he gets his understanding, and then he realizes that his actions are more important, his duty as a warrior is more important, and then he fights in the battle. That Lal Chand Brahmin asked, he thought, if Guru Hargobind Ji is a guru, he's only a child, how can he recite the Bhagavad Gita? And we know that Sakhi where Guru Hargobind Ji Maharaj said, go and bring whoever you want. He goes into the village and he brings a deaf and a dumb person. Somebody who could not speak, somebody who could not hear. He brings him, Shadjuji was there, so he brought him to his charan, Satguru Guru Hargobind Ji Maharaj's charan. And we know the bakshish that Maharaj did on that beloved soul. We've just been hearing the Kirtan as well. Pingal Parvat Par Khal Chatra Bhikita. Somebody who's a cripple walks over mountains in the end. And then Khal Chatra Bhikita, Yira Khal Murukho, he doesn't know anything about anything, right? He becomes the most cleverest in one go. Maharaj has got that ability. He's got that Shakti because it's Parmeshwar himself. So Lal Chand Brahman is there and he gets his ego smashed into smithereens because Satguru Guru Hargobind Ji Maharaj's blessings and this kirpa on him. Maybe he knew why, maybe he knew what Lal Chand was going to become. The Tihar says at that time that Bhai Lal Chand Ji took off his jinyo at that time and he placed it in Guru Hargobind Ji Maharaj's charan and he said, "Mainu apna Sikh banao." Guru Hargobind Ji Maharaj was on the way to Delhi. Maharaj left their Sareer. Baba Bagala was uttered from the mouth. Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji Maharaj became the next Guru. Imagine it would be a year or so where Baba Lal Singh Ji was probably thinking, who is the Guru? We don't know. Guru Teg Bahadur Ji Maharaj was in the Gurgadi for 8.5 years. So add another 8 years to Lal Sing's life. And now he's, what age is he? He's almost 35 to the age of 40. Comes to Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj. Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj at the age of 9 becomes Guru of the Singhs, of the Khalsa, of the whole Khalsa Panth. Satguru Maharaj is 9 at that time. And add another 30 years to that, 29 years to that, his age. The Lal Singh now is probably around 50, late 60s. And he becomes a Singh. So his name changed to Bhai Lal Singh. He's Hankari before, dropped his, when you see the blessings of Guru Sahib, and Guru Sahib just kept on everyone like that. Destroys avidya and agyan and ignorance inside it just like that. We'll come back to Bhai Lal Singh Ji. Thanks to Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, when time's kind of coming to the end. But thanks to Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj is summed up towards the end of Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj. We read it every day on Nitnem as well. Mundavani Mahalla Panjava Thal Vich in a Vastu Kayo. This platter, Than Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj. Thal Vich in a Vastu Kayo, Sat Santo Vicharo. What do you get from it? What can you find from it? Sat. You can get Sat, you can say that's many things. Truth means Nishcha as well, it means a target, something to believe in, something to vouch for, something to go for. Sat, Santokh, contentment, Vicharo, and the ability to vichar those qualities as well through studying Gurbani. Sat Santokh Vicharo, Amrit Naam, Thakur Payo, Jiska Sabsa Adaro. And then you have the Amrit name, the name of Parmeshwar Vaheguru himself. Amrit Naam Thakur Payo, Jiska Sabsa Adaro. And then Maharaj says, Jeko Khava, Jeko Puncha, Jiska Hoy Adaro. If somebody digests the meanings and the thought of what's on that platter, they will get saved. Jiska Hoy Adaro. There's no doubt about it, they'll get saved. No doubt about it. Thanks to Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, when it was recited at Damdama Sahib by Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, it was recited with that Mundavani Slok Malla Panjavani. Once it was recited, the meanings of that was provided to the Singhs. Once the meanings of that were provided to the Singhs, people like the Raja at the time of Guru Hargobind Ji who came. So the Raja who had called Guru Hargobind Ji Maharaj to Delhi in the first place, he came and did baby to Maharaj. He said, Maharaj, I can't be forgiven for that, can I? I can't be forgiven. I don't know what this is. I can't be forgiven for that. The fact that I brought Guru Hargobind Ji Maharaj, my request, they came to Delhi to meet Aurangzeb. And they left us reed from smallpox and saving other people. Can you do kirpa and bless me? I'm full of organs. Satguru Maharaj told him to sevaka. At that time, we know the Maryada of the Pachi Singh began. The first Akhand Path Sahib of Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj took place at Dandama Sahib at that time. So there was Santhya done. Then there was Sampadana, that you have it given to the Singhs, knowledge given to the Singhs, what it meant, and the Sankirtan. And then not only that, the part of it was practiced as well. So the Khand part was done and recited, and the Santhya was given again, and the Khand part was given, and Seva happened as well. Did that happen for Dasam Granth? Does that happen for Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj? Yes, it does. Because at Hazur Sahib, where Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Damdama Sahib was in 9 months, at Sri Hazur Sahib, Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj recited Dasam Bani. Who is the Likhari? Bhai Mani Singh Ji wrote the Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj. And who better in our Ittihas to have the knowledge to be able to recite and to be able to remember what Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj had recited in Dasam Bani than Bhai Mani Singh? We know that because in a Gal Ustad Bani, when you see the first opening lines of it, it comes with Dastat, it comes with the signature, and it says that signature is given by Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj at the start. And then it says, Aage Likhari ke Dastat. The Likhari is now writing. So Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj gives the signature just so that we don't have no doubt in our minds that is written by Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj. And then you have the writer who gives his understanding, his kind of proof, and that was Bhai Mani Singh Ji at that time. So Bhai Mani Singh Ji was the writer, and Bhai Mani Singh Ji was the same Mani Singh Ji who wrote the letters to Mata Sahib Ji in the Hukumname and told her that I found these to the because he knew, he had the knowledge of it all. So, Bhai Gurdwara Ji, Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj's writer, and Bhai Gurdwara Ji writes his separate Vara. Then you have Bhai Mani Singh Ji, Sri Guru, the Sampurna Rupa Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, the writer, the Likhari to that. And then Sri Dasam Sahib, Dasam Guru Granth Sahib Likhari, the Uchara is Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, and the Likhari is Bhai Mani Singh Ji. There's continuity all the way. Where Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj writes about mundavani, what you receive from Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, Sat, truth, Santokh, contentment. And then you have Vichar, and then you have the Amrit Naam, Parmeshwar Vaheguru, the Shakti that gives you all those qualities. In the first place is Amrit Naam itself. What about Guru Dasam Bani? Is there something similar there at the end of Guru Dasam Bani where they can kind of almost seem like a seal? And this is what the Vichara will do with the Singh. When Singhs do Santhya of this Dasam Swarup, or Dasam Sentient from that way, or Dasam Bhag, towards the end, just before the Zafarnama is read, there's a asforkat sveyeh that is usually recited when the Santhya of that is done at that time. And that asforkat sveyeh is also recited in Amrit Sanchars as well as examples to sings and singing and the songs you take Amrit. And that is Ek Oankar Sri Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh Sri Mukhwa Bhai Sahib Ji. One Parmeshwar Vaheguru, Akal Vaheguru, Creator, the Sustainer, Destroyer, whose Fateh, Vaheguru, Ashcharya Karne Wale, Guru, the one who gives you enlightenment, Ji Ki Fateh, is always there Fateh. So that comes from Dasam Bani, nowhere else. Then Sri Mukhwa Bhai Sahib Ji, from the mouth of Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, Bhai Sahib Ji, from the words, from the blessed bachan of Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj. Nishani, Sikhi, E, Haroof, Panchakaf. There's 5 Nishani on Sikhi Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj gives. And what are they? Panchakaf, khas karke. Hargiz na bazid E, Panch Muaf. And they're never ever muaf to you. You can't ever take them off. You're not allowed ever to say, ये लैगी हूँ मुझे पानी नहीं कई सारे नौजवान ने छोटे होते कई गलती कर देंगे I've seen quite a few nौजवान mark on this and they once they do a little gulty then they just hang their kirpan on the side and say I'm not going to wear it again, I'm not worthy. देखो गलती we're never going to be worthy of wearing this kirpan. These kirpan, these kakar make us worthy of wearing them. If we do the seva of them by wearing them and look after them, then they make us worthy of wearing them. We're never going to be worthy of wearing this kakar. We've always got to have that nimata and humility that Maharaj, you're the one who to see that. That's why when Sadai is done at Panj Pyare in front of Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, Das mein the Jasdar puchde ne, the Singh Sahib, the Granth Singh ask, say, are you ready? You say, and the Singh's reply is, with your kirpa, Panjaban ne trim karte hain, with your kirpa, Panjab kari di rehat rakhi hui hai, aap ji kirpa karte ho. But even then, Singhs will say, पर मन करके सुखों को लाभ देंदियां ने बिस्तर जो बिस्तर को लना कड़ा कार दो कक्ष गंगा विदाम without your kada, without your kirpan, without your kashera, without your kanga, without those bila kesh hech ast dumle nishan. You are not mine if you don't keep your case. That is my more, that is everything for me. Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj says. So when Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, you got Mundavani, Mahalla Panjwa, and it's explaining that you get Sat, Santokh, Vichar, and then you have the ability to jap Naam, Amrit Naam. You can find those quantities in abundance in Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj. The Santaras aspect, if you want to put it that way. But in Dasam Bani, because it's the Granth of what we hear it all the time, it's the Granth for the Khalsa itself. It's Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj's personal writing for us to see. It's the Jaidad of, if a father, if somebody passes away, they leave, your father write a will. So it's almost a testament, it's Maharaj's testimony for us. Read it, this is for you, but they're my sons. And that sveyeh in there, I can't say that is what it is. But from my point of view, my bhavana, what I'm thinking, is that is almost like a seal for us, isn't it? It's almost telling us that is the rehat that you receive. You receive the rehat, you receive the sapahi side, you receive the practical side from Guru Sri Guru Dasam Sahib. You receive it from there. So they are inseparable. Both of them are together. Now let's go back to Lal Chand Ji. Lal Chand Ji had egotistically brought a deaf and dumb person before Guruji. We do that. We bring our deaf and dumb mind in front of Maharaj and put it here. And then Lal Chand Ji realized with the Guru Sahib's Kirpa, with the blessings of Guru Hargobind Ji Maharaj, who was a child at that time, that actually I was wrong to question Maharaj. When Shaju Jiva did the Arth of Bhagavad Gita in such a way that he'd never heard himself, he realized he put Juno in front of Guruji. The vidya went, the ignorance went. He maybe started following that Sat Santog and that Vicharan aspect. He started doing all those things. And when he comes to Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, he's Ratya in Sikhi. His praying for Guru Sahib is probably grown, really, and it must have grown. And he must have been endearing to Maharaj, because when the Satakal Sali Adik Singhs got Shaheed, by Uday Singh Ji, by Jeevan Singh Ji got Shaheed, this Parvar Sara Bichar Gaya, got to the other side of Tumkar, the Gadi. Out of those 40 Singhs, by Lal Singh Ji is there. When by Mogam Singh Ji and out of Panch Pyare, by Sahib Singh Ji and by Himmat Singh Ji, by Sahib Singh Ji did jump, Shaheediyan Pagane. 6 Singhs got up. Out of those 6 Singhs, there was a Nand Singh, there was a Dhyan Singh, there was a Khazan Singh, and then there was this Singh called Lal Singh. And he must have been at that time at least 50 to 60 years old at that time. But he gave his Shaheedi in Tumkar Gadi. He gave his life fighting alongside Bate Sahibzade Baba Ajit Singh Ji, Baba Jujat Singh at that time. But what is the point here? He must have come across Maharaj's recitals, he must have come across Jap Sahib, he must have come across the Bir Asibani, he must have come across Bhai Mani Singh Ji at that time, he must have come across great Guru Sikhs who had power for Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj and Shastra Vidya and everything. But what was he? He was full of ego, he was full of just, actions that didn't mean anything, poke actions, just want to put it that way. Meaningless actions and just words. He brought that ego to a Guru, it got decimated by Guru Hargobind Ji Maharaj. And then he becomes a Surma and he dies fighting in Tumkar Gadi. What can we do? What can we learn from that? We can, in this day and time, we've got to think at this time, is the Lal Chand in us, can we get rid of that? When is the Lal Chand standing up in front of us and questioning our Guru? And Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj's writing, which is left for us as a gift. And that's what the Nishani of Puttar is, isn't it? That's the Nishani. He doesn't listen to his father. He'll turn against his father and he'll say bad things against his father and do bad actions. But we've got to be Saputtar, right? We've got to be Sputtar and Puttar. And the only way of doing that is to understand that our rehat and our practical aspect and the soldier aspect of it all comes from Guru Sri Dasam Sahib and Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj. Comes the Shantras, the Naam, the Bani, the power. And we can't separate those two things. We can't do that. Because if we separate them, then we'll just be Lal and Brahman. We've got to have both aspects, the saint-soldier aspect of it. So, just to summarize, Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, the Santhya was done, the Khand Path Sahib was done of that. Is there Maryada for that in Dasam? Yes, there is. Where in Japji Sahib we have Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, the Khand Path happening, then you have Japji Sahib beside it. In Dasam Bani, you have Dasam Granth Path going on, and then you have Jap Sahib going on in Poti form. And it's written down, Maryada was written down, where there's 9 months for Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj's Santhya and the arts to be done, there's 48 sins. You receive Kalyan from that and got Kirpa on the blessings of Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj. And at the same time, in Dasam Bani, Hazur Sahib, 14 months. Over 14 months after Guru Gobind Singh Sahib Ji Maharaj recited Dasam Bani and then gave the Santhya back to the Singh, and to this day it still happens. So why do we ignore it? We ignore it because the parda of Lal Chand is in front of our eyes. We don't have the knowledge. Maybe we don't have the knowledge that actually happened. And when you have the knowledge, the distinguishing factor is, by me reading this, is it doing pala of me, or is it going to make me go down a bad path? That's what we've got to think. And if the thing is going to do pala, those people, those things maybe you had with singing, or had Dasam, bani, or even Guru Granth Sahib Ji, you know yourselves by sitting next to you on a star and realizing little things that you didn't realize that you would normally realize if you just do barking your own, or off the kitchen and max, or off your phones or whatever. That's great, that's good, but it's not greater than sitting with on the star and then it's not. Because that's where the bhakshan lies. Because not with only with that, you also passing Maharaj's test, and Maharaj says that he gets happy when you go to other Gursikhs and ask them questions about other things. He gets crushed by that. So, Shri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj's Bani, there's loads of similarities. There's writers, there's Vikharis, there's Sampadana, there's a Santhya done of it, there's also Khandpar Sahib done of it, there's Said Part done of it. So where the factor, where the part, they can carry on, they can carry on being Lalzans. They can carry on being Lalzans. But we want to be Lal Singh, Lal, and look at the name as well. Lal ki hunda means beloved. We want to be the beloveds of Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, don't we? इन्हीं बेनती परवान करनी जी, भुला चुका लिखे जी, वाहिगुरू जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरू जी की फतेह।